First thing before we get set, or as we get set to give ourselves the best position to be successful on top, there's a couple things that I want to make sure I do. Right now he's set up, he's got all his power in his hips, he's ready to explode. I've got to take some of his position away. So when I get set, I don't want to just get on here and not have an impact on this guy. First thing I do is I'm going to bring my body, my chest to the back of his back, okay, and I'm going to lean into him a little bit. Just enough that's going to make him a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, I'm not going to pounce on the guy where I'm going to get a bad call or a false start or something. Just a little subtle lean to shift his weight, kind of take the focus off of his explosion and his power in his hips. Okay? It's a real big advantage I think that guys miss out and don't take advantage of. Second thing, my feet. I want to make sure that my feet are ready to drive in the mat. We're good? So my back foot, my toes are digging. My front foot, my toes are going to be digging. So from here, you see my back foot, how it's going to get set. I get on this side. This foot's going to be ready to drive, but this foot is going to be ready to drive as well. Okay? So when I get set, my toes are ready to drive into the mat. Okay? I don't want flat feet. I want to be on laces. Not a real good position to get power and pressure into them. Okay? Those are two things that are very important for my start. Taking advantage away from him, get myself in a position. So the first breakdown, like I said, I'm going to twist and pull in the elbow. I'm going to thigh pry. Okay, what that basically looks like, come up. Okay. The hand on the belly button is going to go into his thigh. Okay, I'm going to use my arm, my shoulders, my body to pry his body to get that pressure. Okay, on the other side, I'm going to twist and pull his arm so I can collapse over it. So I'm not going to release and chop. I'm not going to release and chop. I'm going to twist and pull and thigh pry. So I get set, I lean in, shift that weight, hand on the belly button, hand on the elbow. Thigh pry, I'm driving. See how I start to get some torque, get some pressure on him? Okay. From there, I'm going to twist and pull the other side. So I'm going to thigh pry, twist and pull. Now again, we talked about my toes digging. This is really important because my toes are driving. I'm going to take my knee, I'm going to jam it up his butt. Toes are still here, keeping that pressure. I can inch, 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 continue to drive with my toes. So I get set, toes are digging, ready to go, lean in. Okay, get set. Twist and pull. Hand on the belly button is going to go to the thigh. As I go, I'm going to pry, drive, pressure. As I start to pressure, my toes are going to drive the knee up the butt. As my knee goes, I'm going to inch, 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 continue to pressure. Right from there, I drive with my hips, and there's my breakdown. One thing that's important for me to mention, and it's a personal preference, when I control this elbow, I'm going to control my thumb on the inside. Okay? Sometimes guys will grab it like they're holding a glass. I don't like to do that. I don't have strong hands. So if I'm trying to hold this guy and he pulls his arm away, it's hard for me to hold on. When I bring my thumb to the outside, I get more control over his elbow. So he tries to pull it away, I still have it. So that's a personal preference thing for me. If you don't like it, if you feel comfortable going on this side, that's fine. But I like to have my thumb on the outside. So again, get set. Chest on his back, shift the weight a little bit. Toes are digging in the mat, ready to explode. Hand on the belly button. Not here. I'm going thumb on the outside. Twist and pull, thigh pry, and then I drive. As I drive, I'm going to be on my toes driving, drive my knee up his butt. So we get to that breakdown. Turn this way more. Get my feet set, lean in, shift his weight, hand on the belly button, thumb on the outside. Thigh pry, twist and pull. Once I get him collapsed, I'm driving, knee up that butt, and keep that hip pressure tight. Face this way. Shift that weight, hand on the belly button, toes driving. Twist and pull, deep thigh. Pry, pull, drive. Knee up that butt. Inching, 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 continue to drive. Big key with my breakdown. My hips stay strong. I'm not falling off to the side. I'm not getting too high. Okay, my hips are controlling his hips. So when I collapse and I start to drive, my hips stay tight, and I drive running keeping my feet tight, keeping my hips tight, ready to break them down. Okay. So that's the first one. Twist and pull, thigh pry.